welcome to another exciting episode of KOS. And today I'm going to bring you a character that is often overlooked, highly disrespected when it comes to the rogue gallery of Spider-Man, and not thought of as a formidable foe. Today I bring you XM Studios' Kraven the Hunter, Sergey Kravinoff. That name should send shivers up your spine if you're a Spider-Man fan. I think he made his debut in Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man number 15. But he has been a thorn in Spider-Man's side for countless books throughout the years. And I think it was a lack of direction for the character because, you know, you had the Scorpion and you had the Rhino and you had these other characters that were so robust and so strong that Kraven was just some guy in tights, a hunter. And I'm so happy that they didn't go with the tights in this statue. I'm so happy. But there's one book in particular, and I know you guys know I'm going to bring up Amazing Spider-Man, Kraven's Last Hunt. I thought this book depicted Kraven justly. This retelling of this story is the ultimate tale of revenge, because, you know, Kraven was always overlooked, and he couldn't for the life of him understand why Spider-Man defeated him so much. So the book starts off, you know, with Kraven reminiscing about his family, and it has a tone. The tone in this book is very ominous, very, very foreboding, very morbid, if you will. And Kraven doesn't want to go the way of his family, so because he's looking at his mortality. And now, to me, I believe that there's an underlying disease that Kraven has, that he is forced to face his mortality in this book. And then, you know, it switches off to Spider-Man, and he goes to someone's funeral, and it's a funeral of a low-level snitch, and they're having it in a bar. You know, Spider-Man comes in, and the guys want to attack Spider-Man, but Spider-Man, you know, jumps back, and he's like, yo, I'm just here to drop off some cash so you can give your boy a decent burial. Spider-Man is not flush with cash. You know, Spider-Man is not Tony Stark. Spider-Man is not Batman. So he doesn't have a ton of money. So whatever money he does get, that he does earn is, you know, is heartfelt. And he felt that this guy deserved a great burial. So that Spider-Man reflexes, right? So, you know, and he put up the cash for it. Throughout this whole tone, Kraven is gearing up to fight Spider-Man. He has Spider-Man's black costume, and this is not the symbiote costume, because at this point in time, Spider-Man has separated himself from Venom, but he likes the black costume. So, you know, he has a black costume, Kraven does, and, you know, this night, he sets out to hunt Spider-Man. And, you know, at this point in time, Spider-Man is married to Mary Jane, and, you know, she's thinking about, like, what if he dies one night while he's out being Spider-Man? You know, and Spider-Man has these same thoughts of mortality. At this point in time, Kraven strikes, and you know, he actually captures Spider-Man. You know, shoots some sleek darts or whatever at him, and then get him in the net. And as he has him in the net, he pulls out a rifle, and Spider-Man's like, yo, this is not what you do. Yo, put that away. And blam, he blasts him. And you know, he's having a funeral. He's at his grounds where his people are burying Spider-Man. And he buries Spider-Man, and he dons Spider-Man's costume, and he goes through the city, and he's trying to be Spider-Man, but he's too brutal. And Mary Jane happens to come across him in the Spider-Man suit while he's being brutal, beating up and breaking robbers. Spider-Man doesn't do that. Spider-Man has a form of humanity inside of him. So, you know, Kraven goes on, and at this time, Spider-Man is still buried underground. He's alive. He's not dead. Kraven didn't kill him. Just wanted to conquer him. And he lets out this Sinister, Mr. Sinister made this creature called Vermin, like, you know, Gene spliced him or whatever. And, you know, Spider-Man never defeated Vermin. He did it with the help of Captain America. So, Kraven the Hunter knows this, and he wants to set out and show the world that he can do it as Spider-Man. He brutally beats up Vermin and captures him. And Spider-Man at this point in time is underground. He breaks out from underground. Mary Jane is going crazy. Spider-Man goes through the newspapers and stuff like that to see what's going on. And he's been underground for 2 weeks. Claustrophobic. Buried alive. Conquered by Kraven the Hunter. For 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Kraven the Hunter's been running around wearing his suit. Spider-Man sets out, finds Kraven, and he starts beating Kraven up. Kraven is giving him no resistance because Kraven has done exactly what Kraven wanted to do. Conquer the spider, become the spider, and show that he's a superior Spider-Man. Superior Spider-Man. Yeah, that part. And he releases Vermin, and Spider-Man starts to go after Vermin and fight Vermin. But Spider-Man isn't brutal. Spider-Man is love. You know, Spider-Man is responsibility. Spider-Man is caring. Spider-Man subdues Vermin. And Kraven realizes exactly what's the difference between him and Spider-Man, and how he could never actually possess the man. Kraven goes home. Spider-Man goes to Mary Jane. And Kraven blows his brains out. That's Kraven's last hunt. There's no sugarcoating this story. There is no getting around the sheer morbid nature of this phenomenal story. And that's Kraven's last hunt. Now, let's get into the statue. But we all know with XM Studios comes these beautiful art prints that depict what we see with the statue and what we get. So you get a sense of what the artist was going for when they decided to make this statue. And it shows Kraven the Hunter in all his glory, with his blade. That's a big knife. His spear, his gun at his side, his beads, his teeth. This majestic lion, which is heavy as hell. I am not gonna lie. It's beautifully done. Kraven looks like a modern version of what he's supposed to look like, with his boots, and you can see the wear and tear on the boots, the dirt on the boots. It has some mixed media here and there, like the lassos he has here, his teeth on his neck, his collar. You see the muscles of Kraven, very strong. The physical peak, he has Kraven's signature goatee, the mustache with the sash. This is part of my Sinister 6 SpiderMan Rogues Gallery. And I am so pleased to have this statue. This statue is definitely one of Spider-Man's best Rogue Gallery characters. Like, you can see the stitching on the jacket, the vest actually, with the mane of the lion, with the lion's face, his signature look. Beautiful, beautiful statue. Well, this is the part in the video where I'm going to tell you to like, follow, and subscribe, and hit that join button. Hit that join button. You know where that join button is. It's right there at the bottom. So you hit the join button and you join the realm, where we have a ton of stuff in the background that you can see. You can see a whole bunch of videos of us going to PAX, E3, and also, you know, just chilling with the lords and stuff like that to see what we do in the background. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of statue giveaways as well. I'm going to be doing a ton of raffles where you know, if you don't have $1,600 for a statue of this nature, you can join the raffle and win and get a statue and start off your collection or end off your collection, but be part of the realm. Also, go to lordsofgaming.net, where we have a ton of writers, ton of opinion pieces. The next generation has kicked off. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S is in full swing. You know, these scalpers are crazy. But at the same time, the start of the new generation is definitely the most fun time. So, stick around, watch this statue in all its glory as I go through the building process so you can see how heavy this bad boy is. A very solid piece and a welcome addition to my XM Spider-Man collection. See you next week when I bring you something even more mind-boggling from XM. Stay collecting.